Welcome to the 1204. Big up LD Phoenix for this one. LD Phoenix brought to my attention a black female YouTuber who goes by the name Nico Sherry. Nico Sherry went viral for saying that her sons will not get any inheritance unless they are married. So if her boys don't get married, I believe she has two sons. If her sons don't get married, then they won't receive a penny from the inheritance. Now, a statement like that was obviously going to draw negative attention, and she was met with backlash and criticism, which prompted Nico Sherry to make another video, digging her heels in the ground. She had a lot to say in the second video. I agree with her and I disagree with her. I know it sounds like a oxymoron, but please bear with me. I disagree with her because I disagree with marriage, plain and simple. Let me rephrase. I disagree with the westernized idea of marriage. I do not believe in signing a document, especially that type of document, where there is severe consequences. Absolutely not. I will not sign anything like that. I mean, if a girl wants to jump over the broomstick, or if she wants to, if I want to knock on her door and give her a cow and we can drink some palm wine. Now, for those of you who don't know, that's Igbo culture. That's how we get married in Igbo land. I'll have to knock on the girl's dad's door and I'll have to bring some animals. And then the girl will drink the wine. It's called palm wine. It's Igbo wine. It's this African wine. So once she drinks that and I take a sip, then we're married. So look, yeah, I can get behind that. But I will not be signing any damn document. And I don't think people who have any kind of sense should sign such a document. But each to their own. So that's why I disagree with her. Where I agree with her is it's her money. And if she's going to hand over a substantial amount of money or property or whatever it is, I don't give a monkeys if she is alive or if she's deceased at that moment. It's her money. She can dictate the situation. She can add conditions onto it. And I wasn't at all shocked by by her original statement about they have to get married for them to receive any type of inheritance. This is actually very, very much African. I know she might not be a African from the continent of Africa, but these people, even though they're Americans, or whatever, they still behave like Africans. I've got a family friend. I mean, I call him my cousin, but it's not, but it's a family friend. My dad and his mum are from the same part of Nigeria. His dad passed away. My friend, his dad passed away. His dad was a very, very wealthy man. And his dad stated quite clearly that for his son to see a penny of that, he will have to get married and have children. And I remember this guy running around like a headless chicken. Running around like a headless chicken to try to get married so he can spend daddy's money. That's a real thing. Like, think about right now. Um, if a if a dad has if a parent has, let's say, 6 children or whatever, and they write a will, obviously they're gonna prioritize the children they have who who is more likely to need the money. And what I mean by that is so let's say a dad has 3 children, and let's say only one of them has children, one of them is married with children. You best believe a large amount, if not all, is going to go to that person there, the one with the children. And then they will say, well, that one um, child 2 and 3, they can then get something if they get married. Because I think what it is a lot of parents, they don't want to work their whole lives to graft for their children, only for their children to receive the money and to fucking piss it up the wall, you know, living a playboy lifestyle. Like, I don't believe in life after death or nothing like that. I don't believe that when you die, you're going to be in the sky looking down on everyone. But let's say that is true. I'll be pretty pissed off if I left my money for my nephews and they were just gambling with the money, they were partying with the money, doing all sorts of foolishness with the money. And this is where I do, and this is where another point that I very much agree with Nico Sherry. Nico Sherry, she speaks about generational wealth. She obviously cares about legacy and generational wealth. And she obviously believes in life after death because she probably believes that she's going to see that, do you know what I mean? See the fruits of her labor. She's obviously a intelligent woman. Obviously hardworking. She's worked hard for her money. She's made something of herself. And she wants to pass it on. And if it's just some reprobate running around here, womanizing, getting every, do you know what I mean, any type of Shaniqua pregnant, then guess what? All her hard work is going to go in vain because that means that the wealth stops there. She wants to make sure that because, that if she passed the money on to these guys are going to double it or triple it or quadruple it, and they're going to do the same to their children, and so on and so on. But you're probably wondering, how would she know all this if someone gets pregnant, if somebody gets married or not? That's no way to tell if someone's going to make all the money or not. See, here's the thing. In African culture, men who are married are seen as responsible men. They're seen as a responsible man. Think about it. If you're a married man, it means that you have to have a job. You have to be hardworking. You have to be smart with your money, especially if you're married and you've got a family. See, if somebody sees somebody in my culture and they are married with children, they automatically assume that that person is a responsible man. Because more than likely, people who are married or people who are married who are marriage minded. They think about legacy. They think about the generations that's going to come after them. So of course she's not just going to want to hand over her money like that. That makes sense. She wants to make sure that if she hands over that money to these guys, that they're not going to misuse it. Because that money is not just for her sons, it'll be for her grandsons and granddaughters. And she just doesn't want to just hand it over to, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? A couple Pookie and Ray Rays that's gonna go around sleeping with Shaniqua. So no, I don't actually see a problem with it. And I struggle to see why people see this as a problem. I mean, like apart from the marriage situation, which I don't agree with, I don't believe in marriage whatsoever. But at the end of the day, it's her money, and so she gets to call the shots. That's just how it is. But big up LD Phoenix for this video. Peace.